is called adjusting quotients. But actually what we're doing is we're just going through typical scenarios in the world of long division where you might come across issues, problems, and I'm going to give you hints on how to get through those issues and solve those problems. So we're still with two-digit divisors. So let's take a look at this question. So since we don't know the 16 times table, I'm probably going to do a quick and dirty estimate to figure out where to start. One of the typical issues that most kids do is, this is where we're going to start, 7. But what you need to do is now you need to multiply 7 times 16 to get your start. So my estimate tells me that I'm going to start with 7 in my quotient. Now I need to multiply 16 times 7. And since you don't know the 16 times table, you're probably going to use a piece of scrap paper to do your calculation on. So 6 times 7 is 42, carry the 4. 7 times 1 is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I get 112. So I put my 112 down here and I do my subtraction. 4 take away 2 is 2, 4 take away 1 is 3, 1 is... Here's what I get. Now, this example shows you how important it is to have that cheese on your burger. What? The mnemonic, does McDonald's serve cheeseburgers raw? This is the checking step. 32 is way more than 16. So my quotient is too small. I'm going to have to adjust it. And that happens because it's just an estimate that we used. That can be wrong. So we're gonna up that. I'm gonna change that 7. Maybe I'll try 8. 16 times 8, right? 8 times 6 is 48. Carry the 4, 8, 9, 128. So I'm gonna try 8. I put my 8 up here. I take my 128. I do my subtraction. Uh-oh. When I do my check, 16 is not less than 16. So that means my quotient is still too small. And this gives me a hint that my next quotient that I'm going to try is going to be 9, and it's going to be completely right. I feel like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Too small, just right. So that's the importance of checking, because if you don't check and you keep going and you just bring down the next number, you're going to get messed up. How many of you have done that already? Me. I've made all these mistakes. So if I try my next quotient, which will be 9, 16 times 9, that gives me 54, 5. Oh, I love when this happens. Oh, looky there. When this happens, chances are I don't even do this stuff. I just say, the answer's 9. 9, because it's perfect. That's the whole part of this particular lesson. That's it. That's the importance of checking as part of your steps. Now, if you're a partial quotients person, once again, it doesn't matter, because you're always making adjustments. Very rarely do you figure it out exactly. So once again, you can see I've written my friendly numbers 2, 5, and 10 down the side. The first one I used was 5. You don't have to be perfect. That's the beauty of the partial quotients method. With long division, you have to get that quotient exact. With partial quotients, you don't. You'll just take another bite. Eventually, you will get there. So this is another one of those lessons that for our partial quotients folks, you don't really need to worry about it. Just keep doing what you're doing. Okay. Your assignment